We're good.
All right, if you would, could you please introduce yourself?
My name is Ajani Dorner, but my friends call me AJ.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for sitting down and taking the time to do the interview with me. If you would you please tell us about your childhood, your early life, and your parents?
Yes. So I'm sorry, where I was born. I was born in Queens, New York, and I lived there with both of my parents for about 2 years before my mom and my dad separated, and I immediately just left New York with my mom and we moved to Pennsylvania, and that's where we started our life, and I pretty much lived there forever. So as a kid I was very close to my mom, and I would always go to see my dad on weekends and in the summers. But yeah, I was very close to my mom. I've always been a mama's boy, and yeah, so I just have a really good relationship with my mom, and I have a lot of characteristics that she does as well. And childhood, I was pretty much the same that I am right now. Always pretty much a happy kid, very energetic, very just a lot of adrenaline, a lot of just very hyper, and yeah, I liked just being around people. So.
How old were you when you moved to Philly from New York?
I moved when I was about 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
So pretty young.
Pretty young, yeah.
How would you say the move impacted you? Were you happy with it? Were you?
I don't remember it much. There's actually one memory that I remember from like the whole like bad situation of it all, and it's just like hearing my parents fighting, and I was like maybe 3, and I just like remember it so vividly. So that's like the only bad thing that I can remember. But overall, I didn't really see it as that much of a negative effect. I just saw it as I was leaving. I guess I didn't know what was going on at the time, so I wasn't sure what was happening. But overall, I enjoyed it. I liked where we moved, and I liked it. It was just like a new situation for me. So
a new start.
Exactly. So yeah.
So we're in Philadelphia. Energetic child.
Yeah.
When did you get into sports? Did you get into sports?
Yeah, I've pretty much my whole life. I tried so many sports, but I quit a lot of them. So I tried karate, I tried swimming, I tried basketball, I tried soccer, I tried gymnastics. I tried everything, and I just would do it for a couple years, maybe even less, and then I would quit because just one thing would go wrong, and I just didn't want to do it anymore. Yeah, lost interest pretty quickly. Yeah. Yeah.
So what were your early schooling years like? Did you enjoy school? Like, let's say elementary through 8th grade?
Right.
Was that a fun time, or was that?
Yeah, I thought elementary school was so fun. I think a lot of my elementary school teachers impacted my life a lot, and I remember all their names. I just really enjoyed going to school all the time when I was younger, for sure. Yeah, I just liked being around people. I liked something new going on every day, and I did like to learn, and yeah, I would like to think that I was a very smart kid growing up. So yeah, I liked school a lot.
Nice. How was the community in Philadelphia? Would you say your neighborhood was a strong community? Did you know your neighbors, and did you get along with them?
Yeah, so where I first lived, where we moved, I did not know anyone. It was more of like an apartment complex, and we didn't really know anyone. But where we moved, after that, we actually moved to Easton, Pennsylvania, which is where I live now. Yeah, we know a lot of our neighbors. I know so many, actually I literally know so many people from my neighborhood, my across the street neighbors, next door neighbors, the street over. Yeah, it's like a very good community where I come from, and a lot of people just like know each other, and yeah, so I think I come from a very good community. Everyone's very nice to each other, respectful of each other. They let you know if something's wrong, and yeah.
Sounds like a great community.
Yeah, very good community.
Did you ever encounter any bullying or teasing in school? Anything that bothered you?
Yeah, I feel like everyone goes through some sort of bullying when they're younger. But yeah, I was bullied all the time when I was maybe in late elementary school years, like 3rd, 4th grade especially. Just for like random things. Like I've always been friends with a lot of girls, so I would get bullied for that, or I'd have a higher voice, or I'm a little more feminine than most people, so get bullied for stuff like that. It's probably just more stuff of me acting like a girl a little bit. So yeah, that's what I was bullied for.
It seems like it didn't affect you too much. You have a very strong sense of self.
Exactly. Yes, I did not. I was always like someone that never let the negative get to me, because there's something else positive to look for, you know. So, so like, who cares? Yeah, move on.
You mentioned your friends. Let's talk a little bit more about them. So, how often do you see your friends? Would you say you have a wide circle of friends or just a few?
Okay, so I've always been, not to sound conceited, I've always been, I guess, liked by a lot of people. But yeah, back home I have 2 friend groups, both with 4 people, like, in total. Yeah, I have like one of my, like, you know, we're my crazy friend group. We're partiers. We like to go out, have fun. And then my other friend group, we're a lot more chill. We just like to do stuff like go on a walk or go swinging on a rope or just stuff like that. So yeah, I have 2 groups of friends. Like, it's a good balance. Like, you know, my fun activities and then my just chill everyday activities, just to like sit around and do nothing with. But yeah, I have a lot of very good friends that I know will have my back in any situation. So yeah.
What are some qualities you look for in a friendship?
In a friendship, I look for someone who can match my energy. Yeah, someone who doesn't like get scared away by me being too much at times. But yeah, I look for someone pretty much who's just a good time. But personality wise, or more on a deeper level, just someone who likes to talk, likes to listen, likes to keep the conversation going. Like, we can like learn a lot about each other and learn from each other. Just people that just want to learn and just, you know, succeed in life together. Yeah,
Definitely.
so yeah.
Let's talk about early work in your life. Did you ever have like a summer job in high school? Did you have jobs early as then?
Yeah, I had one job ever. I was working at Jersey Mike's Subs.
Love that place.
Yeah, I worked there for about like 8 months, and then I quit because of diving season. Swimming and diving season was back, and then I got the job again afterwards, and I worked there until I came here. But yeah, I was just making sandwiches. I liked it. I liked the people I worked with. It was a good pay, about minimum wage, a little bit over that, but it wasn't too bad. I liked it. And
how was the culture of the environment? Were your coworkers nice?
Oh yeah, everyone was so nice. I liked my boss. I liked all the people that I worked with. A lot of them were my age, so it was like a lot of fun. And we would always joke in the back and stuff. But yeah, I would be doing dishes a lot. And
very fun.
Yeah.
So you mentioned diving. You are on the dive team here, right?
I am, yes.
Very nice.
Yes.
Just thought I'd add that in there.
Yeah, I am.
So social life and outside interests. You did mention your friends, but what kind of hobbies do you like to do in your free time other than diving?
Okay. So I love TV. So I like to watch shows. I love hearing when people give me new show ideas or show recommendations to watch, because I will definitely write that down and I will definitely take a look. I like to do art. I like to exercise to an extent. I also do like to listen to music, and I'm starting to get into that more recently. And yeah, I like to do art a lot and watch TV. So,
nice.
Yeah, that's me.
All right, so we covered some pretty basic stuff, and now I'm going to ask you a little bit more complex questions.
Okay.
But just as a whole, what has provided you the greatest satisfaction in your life experiences? You've accomplished something. What provided you the greatest satisfaction?
Like my biggest accomplishment?
Could be that.
Yeah.
Just anything that made you feel truly satisfied. In
Truly
what you,
satisfied. That's a good question. I guess obviously like a big milestone is graduating high school. Not many people leave my state. They always stay in Pennsylvania. Like, especially in my area, it's weird because like I said earlier, Easton's a very big community place, so a lot of people just stay there because they love it so much. But I just wanted to leave, so I'm one of the very few people that actually left, and I wanted to get out of the state. I honestly think that's a good accomplishment for me. I graduated, I left the state, I'm doing very well now, and also I was coming here just for academics, and then I changed my mind last minute and wanted to, you know, be on the team, and I'm doing pretty well with that. So I think I'm just like where I am now. I just like how I'm taking life, like, you know, one step at a time, and you know, like going pretty steady and just like not looking too far ahead. I'm just like doing well, you know, going at a good pace, and I think
Yeah.
I'm proud of myself. So yeah.
Definitely. I think you've made the right decisions and you're happy with them, which is what
Yes.
matters.
Thank you.
Another one. How would you say the world has changed since you were young? So you mentioned you moved from New York and to Easton, and not many people leave Easton, but you did that, and now you're in a completely different world, completely different culture.
Mhm.
Baltimore culture, much different than it is in
Oh,
Philadelphia.
definitely.
So, how would you say, if you would, among the three places you live, what kind of differences do you see in the culture of communication specifically? Like, how do people interact, and how are relationships formed? I know this is kind of a complex
Yeah,
question.
no,
but
you're right.
yeah, how are they formed, and how does it seem either the same or different from different places you've lived?
Okay. So obviously, I'm from Queens, Long Island. The area where I'm from is very, like, run down, a little, people would say ghetto.
Mhm.
So, that's not a question.
Well, I can simplify.
Yeah.
Simplify. Yeah. So, how has the world changed since you were young? Let's just start with
Okay,
that.
let's start with
so,
that.
what
Okay.
changes have you seen?
So what
since-
changes?
yeah.
All right. So obviously the scenery has changed. I moved to the suburbs. A lot of grass, bluer sky, not bluer skies, but like it seems like it's bluer skies.
Mhm.
Greener grass, nicer people. Of course, New York is known for having some mean people.
Is that true?
It is true. Yes. But yeah, a lot of people are a lot nicer in Pennsylvania, and it was just very loud in New York, and it's very quiet in Pennsylvania. Here, I think it's loud again. I am in the city now. I haven't really experienced much life outside of school yet here, but so far what I know, I really like everyone here. I like the diversity. That's what I can definitely say. Like,
Mhm.
this is the most diverse place I've been so far. Pennsylvania was my neighborhood's very Caucasian, and then in New York it was just all black people. So here is like a lot of different personalities, a lot of different streetwear, just everything's
Mhm.
different here, different foods, so a lot of new things that I'm trying recently.
Yes.
Sushi. So yeah, so I think that the diversity has definitely changed as I moved around. So yeah, new people.
Very interesting, because not many people I know have lived in such vastly different places, just
Right.
among the three. Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think that's good. I think,
Yeah.
we did that.
Oh,
Do
that
you
was
mind
good.
just pressing?
Yeah.
I think that's
Awesome.
How many minutes are we at there?
12.